in Richmond, KZN, for another challenge that will push our teams to the limit. This is the second elimination round of the season, and our teams are fighting it out to see who will take the ultimate title of the Unsinkable Outdoor class back to their schools. Who will be victorious? Elami Gama Sam Mangesi, and it's all going down here on Challenge SOS. In the first challenge of their elimination round, Team Igagasi from Umbilo Secondary School and Team Umoya from Durban Academy High competed in an abseiling relay race. Let's take a look at how their challenge went. All right, teams. Hi, guys.
Hi, Sam.
How you guys doing?
Great.
Awesome. So today is the second challenge in your elimination round. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Well, today we're at Non-Stop Adventures in Richmond, KwaZulu-Natal, and our teams will have to make great strides to make sure that they stay in the competition and make their school proud. This is the second challenge in our second elimination round of the season, and the winner of this round will go through to the semi-finals. Wie gaan hulle skool trots maak? Span Igagasi?
Yes.
Of Span Umoya?
Yes.
I'm feeling really great. I think my team did a good job last week in last week's abseiling. I think we will be able to conquer today's challenge.
In today's challenge, I'm looking forward to doing the zipline because it's something fascinating and new to do.
To win today's challenge, I think we're going to need to balance, concentrate, and teamwork. And we all need to be strong, and we can win this challenge.
I have done obstacle courses before because where I'm from, there's obstacle courses there, and I train there every day. I train there Tuesdays and Thursdays when I'm training for soccer.
Even though last week I was afraid to do the abseiling challenge because of my fear of heights, I think that this week I'm way more confident and I'll do each and every challenge without not being confident, and I'll just go in full force with each and every challenge.
We don't really have a strategy for today, but we do have Antonio, who has done the obstacle course, and we have Uvusani and Vuwani, who have done ziplining. So they could give us, well, me personally, tips on how to do everything.
Nginervous nge-obstacle course ngoba zidila ne-balance ngesikhathi esiningi, and balance akusiyinto yami, ngencama izinto eyi-rigid, stable.
We don't have a plan for today. We're just coming here to enjoy the obstacle course and do really well in today's challenge.
My team's plan for today is to let the slow ones go first, so the fast people at the end would catch up and make up for the time that we lost.
To win today's challenge, I think it's going to take speed, concentration, balance, and great teamwork and motivation, because without your team supporting you on the sidelines, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything.
Sima ngishagulisha uTK because uzobe semva wami, uzobe ngilandela nginike advice, angitshela ukuthi ngenze kanjani because uyena umuntu owaziyo ukwenza ukuthi ama-obstacle courses ahamba kanjani, uyena umuntu ekwi-team yethu owaziyo ama-obstacle courses.
All right, guys, so last week was your first challenge in your elimination round. Rico, is the worst over or is it yet to come?
I'll say the worst is yet to come. It's because I'm a bit nervous about the challenge today, so I'm a bit skeptical about today's challenge.
Speaking about challenges, let us not keep you in suspense any longer. Here's what our two teams are going to be doing today. For centuries, armies have used obstacle course training to get their soldiers fit and strong. These days, many non-soldiers do it for fun and find that it impacts positively on their health, mental wellness, and confidence. Will it have the same impact on our teams? We'll soon find out. Today's challenge is a timed two-part race. Part 1 of the challenge is an obstacle course where each team must navigate their way to the other end of the course without too many mistakes and without touching the ground. Some of the obstacles along the way can be done together, but others need to be completed one at a time. There will be 2 checkpoints along the way where they'll have to wait for each other. Once all 4 team members have reached the checkpoint, only then may they continue. Once at a checkpoint, a team member may decide to go back and help anyone who is struggling. If a member of the team touches the ground, the team member must go back to the last checkpoint that they passed. After both teams have completed the obstacle course and their times are recorded, they'll move on to the zipline. Part 2 of this challenge is simple. The first team member must zipline over a gorge, and once on the other end, they must make their way over a bridge and back to the top of the zipline to tag the next person. While the one team member runs back, the rest of the team must pull the safety seat back to the start for the next person to go. The time stops when the last team member has run back to the top of the zipline and the safety seat is also back. The team with the shortest time for the two parts of the challenge combined wins. How do you feel about today's challenge?
I actually feel confident about today's challenge because everyone on my team is good in one or another of the things that we're doing today. So I feel very good about today's challenge.
Wusani, what do you think is going to be your biggest downfall today?
Truly speaking, I don't think that I'm going to have a downfall today. Even with the ziplining, I'm confident about it.
Well, if you are as confident as Wusani about which team you're rooting for, then head on over to Facebook and let us know. Who will sink and who will swim? It's that time here on
Challenge SOS.
We'll see you after this. We're in Richmond, KZN, where Team Igagasi from Umbilo Secondary School and Team Umoya from Durban Academy High are about to take part in the second challenge of their elimination round. Today's challenge is going to be a timed two-part challenge where each team will get a chance to complete the obstacle course and zipline race. Ispan Vadiela Risis in kortste tyd kan doen, sal die uitdaging wen. All right, guys, today there's a lot of pressure. Team Umoya, have any of you been on an obstacle course before?
Yes.
So you guys are confident?
Yes.
All right, Antonio, what is your team going to do differently today that they didn't do last week?
We changed our order a bit from last week. So we put all the fast people like first and the slow people like at the back.
Well, hopefully that works for you. All right, guys, which team is going to be going first today?
Igagasi.
Awesome. Team Umoya, you guys can go and chill under a tree. And Team Igagasi, let's go set you off. All right, Team Igagasi, you guys have been briefed and you have your action cams on. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Remember, if you touch the ground, you have to go back to the previous checkpoint, okay?
Yes.
All right. Team Igagasi, it's time to sink or go!
When Sam said go, we all ran up the cargo nets. I was the first one down, and when I got to the swings, I made a few mistakes. I fell, and then I had to run back.
And Rico touches the floor. He needs to go back to the first checkpoint, which is right at the beginning.
I didn't struggle with anything during the obstacle course. I just went through the whole thing. Like, I went through the swings quite fast.
And TK has reached the first checkpoint. He now goes back to help his other team members.
Senior obstacle yokuqala i-community yokuqala uRico ushiye sonke kwalandela uTK kwaza mina kwagcina uCaden.
Teamwork was extremely important in today's challenge because we had like a lot of ups and downs. So where we were down, we needed each other to help boost each other and motivate one another to continue and not quit and give up.
And Rico is the fourth member of Team Igagasi to reach the checkpoint. They can now continue with the rest of the obstacle course.
The person who struggled in today's challenge was Bahle, because when she got to the second cargo net, she was struggling. She kept on falling and she kept on restarting, going to the last checkpoint. But then TK came up with a plan for her to walk on our backs, and while she was going over the cargo net.
I don't think amantombazane azostrugglisha kakhulu kodwa ngisho noma kukhona lezo zinto esiyisabayo i-team yethu izokwazi ukuthi si-cover full time.
And the entire team has moved on to the last leg of the obstacle course. They need to ensure that they don't touch the ground here because this will mean that they need to go back to the checkpoint, costing them precious time.
My favorite part of the obstacle course was the spider web, because when I got to the spider web, I couldn't find a hole to fit through. So what I done was, I ran and I done a front flip through the hole. But unfortunately, I touched the rope and I had to start again.
Rico is through. Now we wait for Caden.
I do feel like after touching the spider net and running back to the last checkpoint might have made my team lose points or like have a slower time, mainly because I had to start all over again and I felt like we were in the motion and then me, the last person, had to go back to the last checkpoint.
And the whole team is supporting Caden as she makes her way to the finish line. time! Well done, Team Igagasi. How was that challenge for you, TK?
Oh, it was quite fascinating. I had to help my friends where they were making some mistakes. So it was quite interesting and exciting.
Enrico, what was that move?
That was my finisher.
Well, hopefully that move doesn't finish you. But guys, remember that this is only the first part of the challenge. There's still the zip line where you guys can make up some good time. But right now, you guys can go and chill in the shade, and we'll get Team Umoya to come and take the challenge. All right, Team Umoya, Team Igagasi has already taken the first part of the challenge. It is now your turn to see how you guys fare. Are you guys going to do better than them?
Yes.
Are you guys going to win this?
Yes.
All right, Umoya, it's time to sink or swim. Go!
The coolest part of this challenge was the cargo net because it's like really high and it made my adrenaline start pumping.
And Antonio is leading the pack for Team Umoya. Will he be able to set the pace and make sure that they win this challenge?
I almost fell off the rope bridge at the beginning because I was rushing and I wasn't thinking straight. But as I progressed in the challenge, I just told myself to calm down and relax and think before I do something.
And Vusani is the last member of Team Umoya to attempt to make it to the checkpoint. If she makes it without touching the ground, they will have an advantage over Team Igagasi.
We had planned initially that the boys would go first and me and Q would actually be behind them so that whenever we messed up, they would be able to quickly come help us. So we were not falling behind at all.
Team Umoya is speeding through this challenge. Will they be able to zip their way to victory? Well, only time will tell.
Come on, guys. Come on, Danny.
There's nobody that I'm really upset with today's challenge because all of us made mistakes, so I can't blame anyone if I also made a mistake.
I feel that with my team members actually helping, we were a lot faster because if you had to fall and go back and do the whole challenge alone, you would be slower. So I think that we were faster with the help from the boys.
Look at where your leg is, the last leg, look at where your leg is, and now look at the net. Close to that, you can't. Hop, one big hop.
And time! Teamwork ensures that Umoya makes it through the obstacle course. Well done, Team Umoya. Antonio, what was the biggest downfall in this challenge for your team?
I think it's when we kept touching, we kept touching the net at the end, and then we had to go all the way back to our previous checkpoint.
Kutamba,
Yeah.
how was that challenge for you?
It was very easy, actually. I was expecting something, nothing like what I felt right now, but all in all, it was very easy.
Awesome. Well done, Team Umoya. You guys have completed the first part of the challenge. There's still the zip line where you guys can make up some good time, and hopefully you'll be able to beat the other team. All right, let's go through. All right, teams, the first part of the challenge is done. But now we move on to the second part, where you can redeem yourselves and your times. Rico, this challenge has the potential to be dangerous. So please, no fancy somersaults, okay? All right, so Team Igagasi, you guys went first in the last part of the challenge. So Team Umoya, you'll go first in this part. Team Igagasi, you guys can go and chill. Team Umoya, let's get you harnessed up. All right, Team Umoya, you guys have your harnesses on and your action cams. Who's going to be going first? Vusani, are you up to the challenge? Awesome, you can step up onto the platform. It's time to sink or swim. Go! And Vusani is off as the first member of Team Umoya to take on the zip line.
With the zip lining, I enjoyed mainly the breeze It was a very hot day, so just getting that fresh air really felt good.
And Vusani is making her way back while the rest of the team pulls back the seat for the zip line. Both Vusani and the seat need to be back before they can let the next team member go.
The most fun part of today's challenge was the zip line because it's something I've never done before. I really enjoyed it because I was really high up in the air, so I felt like I was flying or walking in the air.
And Kakamba is the second member of Team Umoya to go on the zip line. And the seat is back. They now have to wait for Kakamba to come and tag the next member, which is Vuwani. And Vuwani is off as the third member of Team Umoya to take on the zip line.
If my team had to lose today, I would feel very disappointed myself and my team because we worked very hard to try and win this competition. And we would really like to win the competition.
The second part of the challenge, that was really fun, the zip lining. It was extremely fun and it was really exciting.
And Antonio is back helping his team members pull back the seat. Time will only stop when the seat makes it back to the platform. And time! Well done, Team Umoya. Antonio, you made it back before the seat did. Do you think your team let you down?
No, not at all. I just think I was too fast for that thing.
Team Umoya, you guys can go and chill and relax, and we'll get Team Igagasi to step up onto the platform and take the second part of the challenge.
Thank you.
All right, Team Igagasi. TK, you're at the front. Are you going first?
Oh, yeah.
You can step up onto the platform. We're going to start the challenge. Team Igagasi, are you ready to cheer him on?
Yes.
All right, get ready to sing. Oh, go! And TK is off. He is the first member of Team Igagasi to take on the zipline. Will they be able to beat Team Umoya? We'll just have to wait and see. Team Igagasi is speeding their way through this challenge. Will they be able to zip their way to victory? Well, only time will tell.
I feel like the toughest part of the zip line today was pulling back the chair because it came on its own, and when the rope went down, we had to pull it back again, and it had to be horizontal. Then we can pull the chair back straight and quick.
And TK is flying back to the platform. He is definitely setting the pace for his team. And Smatle is off.
Sengifika phezulu yabe sengikhathele lo because bengingazimele ngenze iqala because bese kuthiwa kumele simtag umuntu but bengazi like kumele sekuyena ngo simthinde simtag bengizoda as soon as sifika lapha phezulu uzonagijima sihamba yena kodwa futhi ke ngiqale ngangabasiza kancane, and I think that was my fault, but like at the end of the day ngisizile and I think our team won.
And Rico is the third member of Team Igagasi to take on the zipline. Will they be able to beat Team Umoya's time?
The second part of the challenge was ziplining. It went exceptionally well. We were excited, we had fun, but there was a bit of downfalls while pulling the chair because it was hard and the chair was taking too long to come back. But we made it, and I think that we beat Team Umoya.
Ziplining for the first time for me was like, whoa, totally different to the way I thought it would be. Like, I thought it would be like scary. I would be shaking, my eyes would be closed, but I was so calm. When I came to the bridge, I was like, okay, walk, don't run, don't fall. But at the end, like when I finished like the bridge walking, I said to myself, Kaiden, run, run. So I ran.
And Kaiden is back, but the time will only stop once the seat is back on the platform. And time! Well done, Team Igagasi. TK, do you think your time will be enough to beat Team Umoya?
Oh yeah, I think that was the best time like in the world record.
But right now, you guys can go and take a quick breather and we'll meet up in a bit to chat about the challenge. Team Igagasi, Team Umoya, we have come to the end of yet another great day here on Challenge SOS.
It is time for us to reveal the results.
And we'll start off with the second part of today's challenge, which was the zipline. Team Umoya, you did it in 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Team Igagasi, you guys did it in 7 minutes and 29 seconds.
Yes!
And in the first part of today's challenge, both teams did really well. But you'll have to wait until the end of this elimination round to find out both times for the teams. This was the second challenge in your elimination round. That means that you guys still have 2 more challenges to complete before we can find out who goes through to the semi-finals. Who will take the title back to their school? Will it be Team Igagasi, Milo Secondary School, or Team Umoya from Durban Academy High?
Yes!
Remember to follow our Facebook page for all of the action here on Challenge SOS. And find out where there's an obstacle course in your area and maybe you can challenge your friends. Now for a sneak peek at our next episode where these 2 teams take each other on in a rafting challenge. What a wet and wild challenge. But right now it's time for us to sign out. But before we do, always remember that life's a challenge. And only you can decide if you sink or swim. We'll see you again next time.